Okay, Shalom, Kohalayim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. My name is Lamadia from the New York camp. I want to give double honors to the elders apostles of Great Millstone. Also, I want to say Shalom to the hopeful elect. And in this video, what we're going to talk about the tariffs or taxes that Donald Trump imposed on Canada, Mexico, and China. China was supposed to take a place on Tuesday, February 4th. Now, what does that mean for America? You know, and what it means is increase of shortages on goods and increase of, the risk of higher inflation. And the ones that are going to feel it the more is the citizens. So I want to play this. Just want to play the news clipping, and we're going to go into the scriptures.
President Trump has sparked a potential trade war between the U.S. and its two closest economic allies, Mexico and Canada, after announcing 25% tariffs on most goods from those two countries. The president also announced a 10% tariff on Chinese goods. As CBS's Christian Benavides reports, the move is likely to raise the price of some goods for Americans.
The tariffs levied against Mexico, Canada, and China are set to go into effect on Tuesday. They could lead to a rise in the price of cars, energy, spirits, lumber, and across the agriculture sector. President Donald Trump says they're necessary and in response to illegal immigration, illicit fentanyl, and trade deficits.
Tariffs don't cause inflation, they cause success. Cause big success. So we're going to have great success. There could be some temporary short-term disruption, and people will understand that.
Mexico and Canada are set to face 25% tariffs, with the exception of Canadian energy at 10%. China will face 10% tariffs. The three are the U.S.'s biggest trading partners.
Tonight, I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has already retaliated and said the country was also considering non-tariff measures, including some related to critical minerals and energy. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said retaliatory tariffs are also in the works. The Nonpartisan Tax Foundation says tariffs could cost the average American family about $800 a year. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
And China has vowed corresponding countermeasures to the tariffs without announcing specifics. They've also said they would file a case against the U.S. with the World Trade Organization. Economists say 25% tariffs against goods coming from Mexico and Canada could have a near immediate impact on the price Minnesotans and Wisconsinites pay for food and for gas. Currently, the two countries provide nearly 30% of all our imported goods. 60% of America's fresh fruit comes from out of the country, as well as 40% of our vegetables. Those prices could end up increasing nearly immediately, say local economists.
Tariffs end up being paid by consumers. It's baked into the price, and unless you are price shopping every single day for every single one of your items, it's hard to track those changes.
The White House says the tariffs against the two countries are a response to an influx of illegal drugs and an unsecured border.
Okay, there you have it. So yeah, these are just signs of the times, and which going to lead to famine and shortages. So I'm going to read Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now is a high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. And now our salvation, the salvation is for the elect of Israel. And but before there could be salvation, there must be destruction. And these are all leading to America's destruction, because America is corroding. and is leading to America to be divided. So I read a little bit more. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. So yeah, we're drawing closer to the times. And you know, famine is coming. The MOTB that's found in Revelation 13 chapter is coming. And then not too far is the, nuclear destruction. And that's fastly approaching. So let's read Matthew 24:3. And as he had sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when should these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And that's what we hearing right now, rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdoms, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And that's what I want to talk about, is famine. Because all of these things is leading to a famine, leading to more shortages and a risk of higher inflation. Because the American people is already overly paying for goods already, overly paying for the cost of living. And it's only going up more and more. So now I want to read 2nd Esdras 16:14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again, until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plague that should be sent upon earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning. And that's what we approaching. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. And the beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Amendment means to correct. But for all these things they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So, we're approaching famine. And things, goods is increasing. And then people, we at a time people are losing work. People can't find work. And the pressure, people are under pressure to provide with no resources. Now let's go to Revelation 6:5. And I close with that. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And behold, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. Now balances symbolize judgment. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil of the wine. Now the oil and the wine is the scriptures. Now it says a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. Now wheat and barley are both grains. So now let's go to the word penny. Okay, right here. Let's take it back to the word.
Strong's G 1220. Denarion. Denarion.
As we get the word denarius, you see here denarius. Now you see containing 10. They get the word decade from that, containing 10. Now, a penny is interchangeable with denarius. Now, 1 penny or denarius was equivalent or had the purchasing power of 10 asses. That's what it means. It says containing 10, because it had the buying power of 10 asses. But as we read, it says a measure of wheat for a penny, and 10 a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. So that's super hyperinflation, because if a penny had the power to buy 10 asses, and now we only have buying power to only purchase grain, that show you the currency losing its value through inflation. And that's what's gonna come here to America. And it says, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. That's this knowledge, because the word of the Most High is gonna always be around. So that's pretty much it. You know, I'm gonna say Kol Hayom Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Lord willing, this video is edifying. Until next time, Shalom.